There's nothing like chaos than going to Bowser's home. What is up, folks? It is time for another session of Mario Party Jamboree on the Weekend Gamers. As you can probably tell, we are going to King Bowser's Keep. Why? Well, mainly because it's the last board we have yet to cover for this series. And playing with me today are, of course, the N-Man64.
Who indeed loves himself some chaos?
Yep. We got Video Game Fan 96.
Yep, hello, folks.
And we got Video Game Fan 1999.
Hello, everybody.
Yep. And seeing how this is the last weekend of March, and seeing how the Switch 2 Direct is pretty close, I thought that for our discussion topic for this episode, we could, give some predictions on what we might see in said Direct.
Yeah, well, we're not going to be talking about the Switch 1 stuff until after this, because I'm going to release a Switch 1 Direct once I finally see overwhelming. But then, let's all that aside for now. All my predictions aside is basically where Nintendo announces more stuff for Mario Party 9. I mean, they could make it, and of course, I also like Nintendo to say how much memory the Switch 2 will have, and, and all that good stuff.
Yep, always important. And yeah, Dominic did bring up a good point. The Switch 1 Direct from a couple of days ago wasn't really that good, but it's about what was to be expected, honestly, for the end of the Switch 1's life cycle. Really, the only two big things that were impressive to me in that were the Metroid and Pokemon segments.
I do agree for the Switch.
Yeah.
Now, I do agree that the Pokemon CA and Metroid Prime 4 were easily the two biggest announcements of recent that come around. But other than that, not too many other games were big announcements. But some say that recent Nintendo was still pretty nice to watch.
Yeah, I mean, those two games were technically already announced, so these were like new trailers as they were showing off. But really, those two were kind of the only things that did it for me. Everything else was kind of, meh.
Oh, well, for Nintendo to start off.
I mean, with all the amount of third-party stuff they were showing off, that may as well have been a partner showcase, if I'm being honest.
I'm pretty sure most of Nintendo developers are focused on Switch 2 games.
Well,
Yeah, you're right.
Considering that the Switch 1 is already reaching its end of its life cycle.
Yeah.
Now, while I'm down into Pokemon or Metroid, I'll still mention some things about those kinds of games that they did show off right here in the new Nintendo Direct. In the new Pokemon Legends CA game that's coming out, this is kind of cool right here. From the way that you get rank right here, where you start in C rank and go up to A rank.
Yeah, back when they announced that part, I'm like, wait a minute, isn't that a little backwards?
Well, I think that actually is the alphabet backwards, you're right. But I guess now we know why it's called, Z to A.
Well, I'm not complaining, though. I'm not complaining, though. I do like some Pokemon, but I like call myself the biggest fan of the series. But even then, I wasn't all that excited for it, but Metroid Prime 4, one that you guys were saying earlier, that looked really good.
Yeah.
And also, all the other games are
My favorite mini game.
By the way, fun fact, if you actually play this in Pro Rules, this game will not show up.
Like, seriously, this game is so garbage. Like, seriously, if there was, if I had, a top 5 worst, if I had, a top 5, worst, Mario Party, Super Mario Party Jamboree games list, video, whatever you want to call it, this should be on the top of the list.
I don't know why you guys hate it.
Well, I find that debatable, but hey, if you like this game, then more power to you.
Yeah, it's fine if you like this particular mini game yourself, and man,
it is luck-based, but it can also be very chaotic at the same time.
Yeah, that's the only point on why I'm more into that kind of luck-based game compared to a whole lot of other ones.
Okay. Ooh, Windman's getting close to win.
Daniel, as of right, poor Daniel, as of right now, he hasn't made a single inch.
Yeah, how am I not going anywhere? This is ridiculous.
But yeah, see, this being that great is why yeah, see, this needs a reason as to why I hate this minigame. At least Daniel managed to.
Well, now Daniel gets to move.
Well, that would have thrown repeat on that right here with all the available options that they have.
Well, I mean, good job, man. But yeah, this is why I don't like this minigame, because this minigame lasts for minutes on end, and you know, and especially considering where players can choose the same exact thing, I just don't find it all that fun.
I kind of honestly feel bad for Daniel. I honestly kind of feel bad for Daniel in that minigame because he did not have very good luck there at all.
Oh, I agree. Like I was saying earlier, Daniel didn't move a single inch at a certain point until he finally managed to move.
I think this is what it feels like right here a lot of the time when it comes to that mini game.
Yeah.
We got it out of the way early so we don't have to play it again.
Yeah. Now I will also point out that even though I had considered redoing my Switch 2 Direct predictions because of Metroid Prime 4 showing up in the Switch 1 Direct, I figure that since there's still a chance that that game could still show up in the Switch 2 Direct anyway, I'm just going to let the predictions video air as is.
Well, yeah, when it comes to the Switch 2 Direct, though, I really am hoping that they show maybe like something maybe like a Farmville, maybe like the rumored Farmville 4 remake, you know, maybe more players Mario Kart 9, maybe a brand new Kirby, and of course, obviously, as we all know, we want to know what the Switch 2 specs are going to be like. We want to know how much memory it will store and stuff like that, you know. And I'm looking forward to seeing it, whether I do a video on it or not.
And about the ranking system in Pokemon Legends EA that I was talking about earlier, I didn't really think they were going to do that kind of ranking system right here. It looks very, very cool right here. It's a little bit different compared to how a usual ranking system is. Right here, usually when it comes to a ranking system, rank would actually be the highest.
I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. The Pokemon Legends CA, you know, that demo did look pretty cool. I guess, but I'm just more into the turn-based Pokemon stuff. But that's not to say Pokemon Legends CA or whatever it is called, you know, it doesn't look bad. It's just I just prefer the turn-based ones, if I'm being honest. Yeah, you know, but it's not to say it looks bad. Far from it. It looks pretty simple for what it is.
So, here's what I think I might do. I mean, I think at this point, Pokemon Legends ZA is probably going to very well be the last game that I buy for regular Switch. However, since it's more than likely going to be playable on Switch 2, what I'll probably do when I LP that game is just play it on Switch 2.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how you do it. It can work however you want it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and as for the other thing that they announced for the Switch 1, it's only gone too late because they're releasing until next year. Personally, like I said before, I really don't think it's going to affect the sales too much because you gotta remember, because I'm a big Nintendo fan, and it's been that way
New
all
turn.
the early 2000s, and I'm looking forward to all the same.
Yeah, the only thing though is that if pre-orders end up opening up right away after the direct, like I'm thinking they will, then I may very well end up being screwed because I'm not going to be able to get to a GameStop until either after work on Wednesday or until like the next day when I'm off. And by that point, the allocated number of pre-orders may be all gone. So,
Well, alright, well, looks like the star could be yours, Mark, because you end up doesn't have enough money for the star, and, N-Man, the only way for N-Man to get the star is if he uses a double dice and he gets to the same number. So, the star could be yours, Mark.
on the other hand
I
though,
actually have something else I could possibly do for what I'm looking at.
on the other hand, there is another way that I can ensure that I get a pre-order in without going to the store, but that's only if GameStop will let me do this, is if, say, I call them from my work and do an order over the phone.
What's the battle?
Alright, Pokemon Battle.
So,
Daniel
Versus
is
minigame.
Pokemon Battle with super effective.
so that's the other idea that I had.
Okay, yeah, it's not very effective because it's a very bad it's not all that good of a laser, so.
Want the difference.
No, I'm not wearing this. I'm not wearing this because the people that check out DM whether to put YBXA and onto the screen.
Round one.
Alright.
Yeah, I would have preferred it right here if they showed the buttons like that right here, depending on which control style you're using.
Round two.
That's why I would have preferred it. That's why I would have preferred it if they would have, well, you know, but no. That's why I would have preferred it if they would have done like YBXA, you know, so that way players aren't confused.
Round three.
Get 1 point, so I'm doing good.
Okay.
Round four.
Oh, I'm gonna need to at least get the second, I think. At least get the second so that way I can.
Oh my god! Literally Mark and Dominic were lucky on that one.
Oh boy, this is close.
Yeah, there he is. I'm gonna be this.
Damn it!
Yes, that went back. It's gonna be a Dominic.
Sorry, what was it music? I would have chosen, you know, the other one, you know, first. I could have won that overall.
Being different worked for me for once.
Ah!
Unfortunately for me, though, Daniel has enough money for the stars, so I may have to change things up in the next turn, especially considering my luck of how that goes.
Okay, let me see.
I want to talk about the new information.
Oh,
that shows,
actually.
That's for time 4 for what I do now.
Hang on.
From what we do know now about it is that Samus is going to have sidekick powers on that game.
Which is really gonna change the game.
Yeah, it's like
Ah!
it's like Samus got silver the hedgehog powers.
Yeah, it's a good point you're making there, Doc, because I'm
nobody's getting a star yet. Which actually also means you are not going to get blown up.
Yeah, but you still want it to get blown up, so I'm gonna remember that. First, let me get the hell out of here.
Yeah, don't blame me, man, especially if you want to where the star is. But no.
No, but I did get where I wanted to be, so that's good.
Now, as for some predictions, I would like to see.
I'm going 10 to 1. This is awful.
As for some predictions, I would like to see in the Switch 2 Direct. I'm usually pretty positive that they're going to give us new information on Mario Party 9 coming out, since they did show it to us on the review of the console a couple months ago. And I'm predicting that they'll reveal us a new 3D Mario. It would sure be nice if you could know about that. What else is there? I'm not really too sure if they will reveal us a new Smash Brothers, but I definitely would really like it if they keep this series going. I always do love Smash Brothers.
Oh, I do like Smash as well. I don't think they're gonna show us any Smash Brothers kind of thing on the Switch 2, on the Switch 2 Direct. If anything, I'm gonna assume that they're gonna show it on like 1 year or 2 after the Switch 2 launches.
We'll see. But you just don't really know what the Nintendo will show us.
The reason why I'm saying this here, because remember, the Switch launched in 2017, and we didn't get Smash Ultimate until 1 year later.
Dominic does bring a good point.
I'm well aware of that. It could be the same thing for the Switch 2,
New turn.
or maybe it could possibly be a little different, but you never know.
Ooh, there's Bowser Jr.
Jamboree.
Oh, that's nice for you, Dominic.
Oh, by the way, I probably should point out something to our YouTube audience that I actually neglected to mention this at the beginning of the game. There is a little incentive for this, which is that if anyone can successfully crack the vault, they get to choose my character for the next time we play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah, I know we're gonna be third of the entire time.
However, if nobody cracks the vault, whoever wins would choose my character.
Okay, well this sounds stupid, but I may as well go on ahead and curse myself on purpose. You know, whatever, I'll go ahead and use it. I could use it on Gannon, or the only person that's worth doing it is Mark, but we need to have more of a chance landing on Lucky's face, so that's why I'm not doing it. Don't care if I lost 5 points, because I'm getting so many points back anyway, so I really don't care.
Now, we'll see if this time of day will happen right here, but I'm kind of predicting right here that maybe possibly my Third Prime 4 could also be on Switch 2 like the Switch 1, because ever since that they finally given us information about it from last year, it would be kind of cool right here if it was on multiple systems, kind of like what Legends on the Breath of the Wild did.
And also don't forget as well, that's why Princess also did, where it launched as a launch title for the Wii, and then 1 month later or so, they gave us the GameCube version, even though the original Wii is very compatible to, you know, the GameCube. Well, at least the earlier models, anyways.
Oh, Frankie's playing Glover. Yeah, I kind of forgot they released that on the Switch just recently. Also, hi Dominic.
Hello, David. Hello, Mark.
It's been a little while since Frankie was last on the show, but hopefully he's doing well.
Also, Super Mario 63.
Like, if he were playing this board with us right now, let's just say I think he'd make things very interesting.
Yeah, I bet he would.
Alright. Double dice for Mr. Endman. 4, 7. Okay.
Who's a nap from? Mark wanted me to get him blown up. That's not very nice.
That's true though.
On the other hand, you two have not done anything wrong to me either.
Yeah, come on.
Hey,
And it still lands on me.
I was gonna say, I don't remember getting or anything in Endman, so.
that's why I said I have no role against any of these arguments, right?
Alright. You know what? I'll allow it this one time.
It's random. It was not targeted. If I
Oh.
targeted you, then it would have been entirely different.
Oh.
Yeah, it is good to hear from you guys.
Mario Party Jamboree. You stole my money for no reason.
And it's good to know that you guys are letting that slide right here, even though you guys usually have an agreement right here when it comes to seeing food.
You know what? Dominic had a good idea, so I'm gonna get the byway.
Yeah, don't blame it, man. Just because the reason why I bought it very early on was getting, well, it's usually one payoff, secondly. You know, that was the main reason.
Oh, hidden block.
And also, you make it a star here.
Still haven't gotten the star yet, and I think that's not yet.
Well, you got 10 coins out of that at least.
Still have not gotten the star yet.
Do you still not have the hidden block star achievement?
That and Yoshi's are the only two from Party Mode that I don't have.
And now that I think about it, I believe I do have the hidden block star achievement. Not that I'm bragging, of course.
Usually it's first whenever I play this, that's why I'm not surprised that I haven't gotten it.
And one more prediction that I would like to see from the Switch 2 Direct I also have thought of would be the Sea Splatoon 4. That would be really nice to see, especially since I really do love Splatoon.
One part of you, but for me, I never really cared, honestly, for that particular franchise. But then again, I am a Mario Party. I know you guys are into that franchise, so, and I do want to see Mario 4 remake or announcement. That would be pretty neat. But hey, Splatoon does have fans.
Or how about a new Luigi's Mansion?
Honestly, my thing is I want to see some games that have gotten a lot of love recently.
Like Kid Icarus.
I would love to see a new Tigger game, a new Star Wars game, or even a remaster of the old one.
F-Zero.
What I expect is a new Mario Kart, and probably another Animal Crossing game.
Well, yeah, Animal Crossing, I would assume they're not going to do that till